guys? So far, the watch is doing an amazing job. You can see how much miles I ran. It's paused the workout now, so it's 0.66 miles so far, which is a 7-minute run. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it, but it's a 7-minute run so far, and yeah, it's doing a great job. So let's just get back to the running. Let's go. What's up guys, Shevon here, back with another video, and today we'll be talking about the exclusive Apple Watch Nike edition aluminum. Comes with the Nike sports band. So straight off the bat, let's just talk about the basic things that separate this watch from the regular Series 3. Now, first off, I didn't get the LTE version because it's more expensive and my carrier does not support LTE at this moment. So I'm with TELUS in Canada, and the only carrier that provides LTE is Bell. Now, first off of the bat, the differences are within the box. So the box, it's a black box this time around, and also it says Series 3 on the top. Other than that, we get exclusive Nike watch faces for the Nike edition that's only available with the Nike edition, of course. So these ones comes with complications like the Nike Run Club complication, and it's really quick and easy to access the running features. You can also double tap on each watch face to quickly start a run. Another thing that separates the Series 3 from the Series 2 is that the Series 3 now has speakers. So if you ask Siri anything, she could talk back to you, or he could talk back to you whenever. I took this thing on a run this morning just to test it out, to see if I could push it to the limits and to see if it would keep up with the performance wise. Now, this watch is very good performance wise. I woke up early, not really early, I think I woke up at 2:30 to 3, and I had it on my charger, took it off, got ready, put on my shoes, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and then I was out for my run. While I was on my run, I had no issues with the watch. I was still getting my notifications. The GPS was tracking very well. I could switch my songs with my AirPods, and it was just a really good run, especially those motivational talks I get from Kevin Hart. So he's like integrated into the running app. So whenever you're near your goal, he would say, hey, keep pushing. Or if you're falling short, he'd say, hey, pick it up. You know, just that little motivational things that I really love about this watch. Now, the workout app on the watch is also very nice. So if you're cycling, you could go into the cycling feature. If you're swimming, you could do some laps. And remember, this is waterproof or water resistant. So you could definitely go ahead and swim with this watch. Now, let's talk about performance. So performance-wise, as I said earlier, I switched from the Series 1 to the Series 3 because of how slow the Series 1 was, and it's because of the new S3 dual-core processor that powers the Apple Watch Series 3 right here, and it's definitely 70% faster as stated by Apple. So swiping between watch faces, opening and closing apps are really faster and much more smoother with Series 3. Now, for the first time with an Apple Watch, an altimeter is included. This provides elevation data during your exercise. In addition, built-in GPS and water resistance is still there for us, so it's a welcome return. And all in all, I can't complain about the performance of this watch. To me, it's just blazing fast. Next thing I want to talk about is the design and comfort. The only thing that stood out to me with comfort is the watch band and the design. It's somewhat thicker than Series 2, but you won't realize until you hold them both side by side, and that's because of the new features built into this thing. And also, the watch band that came with it was the Sport one from Nike, and as I said before, it comes with some nice holes on this watch, so it's really good for when you get sweaty, and the overall comfort is nice. At sometimes though, I find myself twisting it around or loosening because sometimes it really burns my wrist. I don't know if that's only me, but if that happens to you, you? Let me know down below in the comment section. But overall comfort and design is a 9 out of 10 from me, because I always love the design, and Apple has stick to the same design from over the years of 2015 to now, which isn't a bad thing. I really love the square one. It looks nice, and it's definitely one of my favorite Apple Watches right now, the Series 3 and the Nike Sports Band. Now let's talk about the display. While I was out running, I had no issues with this display. Everything was perfectly fine, and between the Series 2 and the Series 3, there wasn't much difference in the screen sharpness or the size. It's still 42 millimeters, and it was really bright even with direct sunlight blasting at the watch. I was glancing a lot to see if I was near my miles and what time limit I was running at and my average pace. I had no issues checking that out. So that's really cool that it's very visible in the sunlight, and especially at night. It even turns down the brightness, which is really good for your eyes if you're at night. It also has this amazing flashlight feature that I use always in the night. So I could just turn on the flashlight within here, and you could just walk and it will illuminate the room very nicely, low key. So I really love the display. It's super sharp. Nothing has changed much, but as I said before, that's a good thing because the screen display was always great but from before. The only thing I would want to see with the display is probably an always on display, just like Android. So it might kill battery life, but at least give us the feature so we could try it, turn it on or turn it off depending on how it's working out with the battery life. But as we're talking about battery life and battery killing, next up let's talk about the battery life of this thing. Now, the battery life to me is phenomenal. I woke up around 2:30, jumped in the shower, ran, got my shoes, went outside. I did a 3.10 miles run, and it was around 40 minutes. I went to get water. Credit. Apple Pay worked well in the store. I had no issues with Apple Pay. When I was coming back, I was walking, so it took me around 40 minutes. So that whole 40 minutes only took away a couple juice percentage. So I just finished a 3-mile run, and after all of that, I still managed to have 94% battery life. Bear in mind, I was using the GPS and Bluetooth, even though the run was just around 40 minutes. So yeah, thank God I finished that Sunday fun day run, and now we're just gonna wrap up the video. I had 94% after 40 minutes. It's now 6:45 and my current battery life is 85%. Now that is really impressive. So I could get around 2 days or 1 day and a half easily when I'm not overusing the watch, just casual wear or something like that. Now, as a runner, let's talk about the health monitoring and the fitness that this watch has to offer. So this has just got a lot more interesting, not least because of much more detailed heart rate measurement, but Apple has been measuring heart rate to a deep level since it launched the first watch, including recording an ambient rate in the background. So now the watch is calculating new metrics as well as showing them more visibly. For example, I went to a haunted house in Toronto last week, and I found out that the heart rate data in the iPhone health app had elevated the heart rate when I wasn't active. So this may not be a serious issue, but for sure it's good for your doctor to know about it. Now, users can set a threshold between 100 and 150 beats per minute. So the default is 120 beats per minute, and here's the clever thing. So the watch will only notify you when you hit this threshold after you've been inactive for 10 minutes. So that's really smart, and Apple really thought about this. There's also better fitness details in the latest watchOS to make it easier to measure more kinds of workouts, along with the smarter coaching messages that encourage you every time that you hit a goal. So now you get this animation that pops up. It looks really cool, like a festive animation with the rings circling around saying, hey, you have reached your goal. Or sometimes it will send you a notification, hey, take 15 minutes walk in order to close your rings. So it got really smarter and estimates what you need to do in order to close your rings. And I'm a really big competitor. I mean, if I see those rings, trust me, I have to close it. I have to wake up, go outside, do something. I need to close my rings. If I get my messages that I need to stand up, I'm standing up. I don't like to back down from any challenge. That's just me. But now, let's wrap things up for this watch. So you guys might be wondering, what is an Apple Watch for? I personally use the Apple Watch. I'm really huge on the notifications part of it. Not only because I love running and I love Nike. Well, that's one reason why I chose this. It's a lifestyle thing for me. It's an accessory for my iPhone, and I'm not using it to replace my iPhone. I'm using it as one of the companions. So I asked this because everyone has their own opinion and very different answers. So the usefulness of the fitness capabilities is one regular pie, or the convenience of seeing the text you're waiting for on your wrist instead of diving into your bag for your phone. I mean, that's really a convenient factor. So others enjoy using the Maps app for finding their way around, especially when it's nighttime and you're not really sure about the town you're in and you just need to know what's going on, if you should really take out your phone in this moment. Just have a glance at your watch, you see what's going on, if you need to take out your phone or not. For me personally, I use the Apple Watch to check the time and to keep me productive at all times possible. So I said before, I love the Apple Watch and I would recommend it to anyone, any family member who is interested in any Apple Watch design. So I don't really have anything bad to say about them apart from the app developers not putting enough work into some of the applications. And the Apple Watch Nike edition starts at $329. If you already have the Series 2 and you don't need the LTE feature, you can skip this model without missing out too much. But if you don't have a wearable and you're thinking about getting one for your iPhone, this is the best bet. Is it worth it? For me, it's a go. I really enjoy the watch and I think that Apple has done a great job. Now, let me know down in the comment section which one you're picking up. The 42mm, the 38mm, stainless steel, ceramic, or you're getting the aluminum casing. If you enjoyed the video and you learned something about this watch today, let me know down below in the comment section as well. And let's try to hit 200 likes on this video, guys. Now is love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.